All right, so in this video, I show you a little bit how you use the secret. Basically, when a thought comes into your head, depending on what it is, whether it's positive, whether it's negative, um, it has an effect. So if you're constantly thinking about being late to work or I hate my job, um, this and that, all these negative thoughts, those things constantly show up. And then when they keep showing up, then you get more discouraged, more negative, and you attract even more negative things to yourself, like car accidents. And you're probably thinking, I didn't attract any of this stuff to me. You did by, certain things that you think about, certain thoughts that you have in your mind. So if you have negative, we're all guilty of it. We all have negative thoughts like, oh, I can't believe this happened to me. Um, how you disperse and get rid of those thoughts and continue to focus on a place of joy and happiness is really what helps keeping these good things coming to you. So, whenever that's what I do. Whenever I have a negative thought, I'm like, man, I wish this wouldn't have happened to me. I quickly oh man, I'm having negative thoughts, and I get rid of it, and I think of something happy. Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I'm an older guy. I mean, I'm in my 20s. You'd think, oh, Winnie the Pooh, but it's happy. It's positive. Everything that happens in that, they go through trials too. But every time I think of Winnie the Pooh, I get happy. But there's other things I use and think about, like my wife, for instance. I think about her. She's a huge place of happiness for me. Our dog that we have together, that's another thing that I think about, and that keeps me in that place of joy where or I'm doing something that I enjoy and that I love, or I think about them, and that brings me back to reality, and then I can keep in that place of happiness and joy, so I can continue to attract and bring the good things that I want in my life and keep out the bad. Because it could be simple. You could just constantly focus on a car accident, and then one day you're involved in one. I've done it. I ended up in a car accident. I wasn't hurt, thankfully, but I kept thinking about car accidents. I kept seeing them all over the place, and eventually I ended up in one. So you've got to be careful, because it can happen. It may not happen right away. Maybe it does, but start playing around with it. Start thinking about good things. Start trying to attract small things. Like in the secret, they talk about attracting a cup of coffee. Try and attract a cup of coffee. Whether you buy it yourself or somebody else buys it. It's easier to think, oh, I attracted it because I went and I bought it. That doesn't make any sense. It does. If you start thinking about coffee enough and then you go and get one, you've attracted coffee into your life. But try attracting something that somebody else gets you, where it's not so simple as, oh, I went and bought myself a cup of coffee. It could be anything. Just start practicing with it. The universe nothing is small to the universe, nothing is big. It all can be attracted. $1 million to $1. It's the same no matter what. But for you to get in this place of feeling it and experiencing it for yourself, try with something small that you think is small, and it would be easy for it to be attracted to you. So yeah, go ahead and do it.